Hey, here's a short little video about optimism. Yeah, that's right. We're just going to be happy, cozy, good feels for this entire video. Buckle up. Hey there, everybody. This is Perch. You know what sucks is Funimation. Now, I say this not knowing what went on at all between the kick Vic, don't kick Vic, or I stand with Vic, or whatever's going on with Vic. I see that hashtag come up from time to time. I'm like, I wonder what that's about. And then I click over and there's what looks like a nice guy smiling picture, and some of the time, and then the guy looking kind of sad in other pictures, and I'm like, okay, so he's a voice actor, and there was some shenanigans that are being played either against him or he did, or I don't know, and I don't get it. So I know there's a story back there, and I should get into that and everything. So, but so I say this. I just when I say Funimation sucks, it has nothing to do with any of that because I gather they're tied into it somehow. I guess I don't really get that, but their subscribe model. So I subscribed. You know, my kids love My Hero Academia. We are getting to the optimism, by the way. I promise we're getting there. But my kids love My Hero Academia, so we watch it. And the videos are coming out, and then they seem to come out randomly for a period of time. And it's the holidays. It's like, okay. But then it comes out, and it's like, oh, so you're only providing the Japanese dub and not the English dub? What the hell? Like, what's going on here? And then they spam me with like, are you enjoying Funimation? And I write back, no, I'm not enjoying Funimation. Put the English dub up, jerks. And then I get back to you, thanks for your feedback. It's like, just put the video up. Plus, it's very hard to tell. One thing that would be great for that service, and I know most of you will not care about this, but as a parent, it would be great if you could have like a category of regular old anime stuff, slightly lewd animated stuff, weird animes where the guy is being served by a girl with fox ears and a tail, and it's and she's a young kid, and it's really creepy, but whatever. But don't show your kids this; it'll give them very strange ideas. And then just like, hey, here's some anime you can show, and maybe there's some blood and guts, but it's not going to be a problem. I don't know. That'd be helpful. Anyway, this video is about optimism, and more importantly, it's about you. So you, the I, I have the most amazing derailments in my video, I think. Anyway, um, what started that is as I start recording the video, I get the little pop-up notification, and it's like it's another mail from Funimation. So like, the hell, you broke my. I was on an optimistic streak, and now here we are. Anyway, optimism. So the comic community. It's interesting because I watch a lot of what happens on Twitter and Facebook and in different areas with groups and kind of how the different cliques and clans and things form. And I will say that what I noticed when I started really participating in social media or more message boards prior to social media around comics was kind of a sad. It's like the commercial with the Indian with a tear in his eye when he sees the trash on the floor, because by and large, comics and comic shops are a very positive place. By and large. There is this disgusting cartoon that this dude who draws himself like a blue bear with a hat on, and he's just a gross moron. He did this cartoon about how comic shops were all evil cesspools of creepy men who made women feel uncomfortable. And I'm not denying for a second there's not weirdo comic shops out there, just like there's everything else. But by and large, the vast majority of comic shops are fun, good places where people can come in, men and women alike, and they can nerd out over characters. And I've had many female customers. The ratio always, I've said, rough rule of thumb is probably 60-40 men to women, but that's ticked up a little bit where it's closer to 50-50 now. And but great, women who are happy, shop, enjoy things, like geeking out like everybody else about their favorite character, be it Silver Surfer. Had a female customer just loved Silver Surfer and would just nerd out about Silver Surfer all day long. It was wonderful, made you feel happy inside, made me feel happy inside, and it was great. It was a fun place, and that's what comic shops generally are. The vast majority of the time are. And comic creators are kind of a different beast. When you're at a con, generally speaking, everybody is happy. You'll get surly people every now and then, but not that often. But generally, the creators are fairly happy. The fans start out kind of happy, and then the smells and the sweat and other things overpower them. So by mid-afternoon, things are getting a little grumpy where the fans are concerned. But generally speaking, creators happy. That's why the message boards and social media was a bit of a downer, because they're the creators we're seeing more into their day-to-day life. And if you're a freelance contractor and you're kind of being screwed over by a big publisher, you're dealing with all that crap, you don't have health insurance, there's more of an opportunity to vent. And it's one reason why I have not excused, but it doesn't kind of eat at me like it does for some people who got really into the whole Comicsgate thing around bad creator, quote, bad online creator behavior. It didn't impact me as much, because I kind of, I know some of what's going on in the background with some of these creators. So if they're going to go online and vent and blow off some steam, I don't begrudge them that. I think there's there's always things going on in their life, and everybody needs a chance to vent, and that's fine. And there's limits, of course. Of course, somebody likes. There was always some person who runs in the comments about, what about the guy who sent a picture of his butt? Yeah, that is just gross behavior. That's different. A creator going, I'm so mad today. I mean, let them say that. But this is not a video about creative behavior. The point is, comic shops, people are happy. People are getting art and stories, and they're immersing themselves in this huge world. And unlike anything on TV, you pick up a comic book and you go, miles back. You go decades back. I mean, imagine the happiness that you as a person would feel is if you picked up Fantastic Four today and you're like, this is all right. I kind of like these characters, but I don't, it's a story. It's okay. Or maybe you like it, whatever. But it's there. You're reading it, and then you're like, I think I'll check out more of this. I'll pick up the Jonathan Hickman Fantastic Four, and you read that like, wow, this is an amazing story. And then you pick up the John Byrne Fantastic Four, and you pick up the Stan Lee, Jack Kirby work, and you're like, oh my God, I mean, all this stuff that's going on. Jack Lee. Sorry, it's I'm combining. It's Benifer, but for Stan and Jack. It's Jack Kirby's amazing cosmic stuff, and just the happiness and the wealth. I mean, you spend a month reading all of this stuff, and then you think to yourself, oh my God, there's like 60 comics more that have histories that are 50 years old. I mean, I could spend years reading through all this stuff. And now with the new online digital age, you can actually get your hands on some of that. There's libraries that you could check out digital versions of things free, and they're all there. Like there's a library, it blew my mind the other day. There's a library in my area that has all the volumes of Fantastic Four digital for checkout. And it's like, it's just there, free reading. I mean, as a kid, if I was a teenager, it'd blow my mind. But anyway, this is the comics community is filled with optimism, and it's easy to overlook that because we're getting involved in this Star Wars controversy or this creator brawl or this or that, or I mean the ongoing drama of who's pissed at Comicsgate today or who's pissed at anti-Comicsgate or whatever it happens to be. That constant war, it eats at your soul. It takes away that optimism. And the reality is, comics is filled with optimism. It's enough that if you had that kind of stuff excised from your life, or you didn't let it bother you, or you built up a nice little shield where you could just like, you know what, I don't have to get sucked into this today, then you have things going on in your life. I've had injuries. I've had back problem. I've had work that's just crushing. I've had consulting jobs that have been terrible. And I can go home, I can pick up a comic. It's like, whoa. I mean, when I was really experiencing a lot of back pain and leg pain, and just those nerves are getting crunched, and it's terrible, and I'm in pain, and there's no drug that really helps that. And I can pick up House of X Powers of 10, and I can read that and be like, oh, it's a happy moment. Life is good. That's how it feels. It has that power over you. And Jonathan Hickman, there's zero chance he's ever going to listen to this, but that's a good moment. And when you see some of the fans, and some of it's sucking up for sure, but you see these people going, hey, I went home today and I read Hawkeye Freefall by Matt Rosenberg, and I had a great time, happy, smile on my face. Awesome. Remember that moment, because that's optimism flooding in. And that optimism is coming, the comics are the spark, but the optimism is coming from you. You, the fan, you, the reader. You're a good person. You're a good person with good ideas and good creativity and good imagination, and you're exploring this world, and it's cool. And that's stemming from you awesome person, you are awesome. And it's part of bringing this comic community to life. People hanging out in the comic shop, feeling good, having a good chat, talking about various things. Hey, that's cool. You know who those people are? Those people are you. You're one of those people. You contribute to this amazing, positive, great community. And so we can't let people get you down, whether you're one of those evil, Nazi people who doesn't like Miss Marvel, or whether you're one of those Chelsea Kane fans of man eaters and you're getting laughed at. Either way, you are enjoying something. You're bringing optimism to the table. That's you, and you are great. I think not enough comic fans, or sorry, not enough comic creators, comic publishers. They say, hey, thanks to the fans, but it's kind of a, hey, okay. There's not enough emotion and soul in it. One thing I do love, and I mean, granted, I'm sure some of this was manufactured and all the rest. But Stan Lee did convey a true thank you to the fans. And from the retailer perspective, you guys, you do not hear it enough. You don't hear thank you. And not just thank you, but you are awesome. You are contributing optimism and happiness and joy and engagement and excitement and things in this industry that can battle back any amount of bullshit negativity that comes your way. So thank you. And you know what? You are great. And it's same thing. When I conclude every video, I know it probably sounds like I'm just recording the same thing and then one time and then replaying it. When I say thank you for listening, I mean it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for spending your time with me. I don't know why in the hell you've done this, but good for you that you have. I appreciate it. When I see the like or the comments or any of that, that's like, yeah, that's optimism, paying it back, feeling, that this is all really cool. This is a cool part of our community. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are great. And that's all I got to say, man. Come chat with me on Twitter, Comic Perch, and let me say thank you to you in person, because you're awesome. You deserve it. Thank you.